Hi, I'm Scott Campbell. Welcome to my window painting tutorials. Lesson 111.
Goofy Ghost.
Well, today I'm headed to the Heights, which is a part of Vancouver, Washington, and there's a Burgerville there that I do, and they called, and I think they want a fall theme, but I'm kind of hoping they want a Halloween theme. I don't mind doing fall stuff, it's my favorite season, but I really dig Halloween. Okay, I'll see you there in a few minutes. All right. Good, how are you?
Good.
So we're just doing this side this time?
Yeah, Casey said just these 3 windows.
These 3, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want fall or Halloween?
Maybe a little mixture. Can we do a little mixture?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. And whatever, I mean, last time I know you did like a witch and some leaves and a pumpkin or whatever, so whatever.
So something just simple then.
Probably.
Not so
yeah.
elaborate. Like.
I don't know, I loved what you had last time. And you had like the little leaves on the door, that was cute.
So do you want to write like Happy Halloween or
No, it doesn't need to say anything.
just pictures?
Just pictures.
Leaves and bats and cute stuff.
Yeah.
So just cute.
Sure, that'd be great. Or
Okay.
a puppy coming out of a pumpkin, I don't know.
Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, so we're just doing these 3 windows here. They were doing the front for a while, and then they did the side over there too. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. They have a little bit of a ledge here, so I thought what I'd do is take my Gorilla Tape and actually tape my tarps and just tape them right up against the window so it goes over the ledge and also goes over the side of the brick. Okay, this took me about 8 to 10 minutes to set up, and it'll probably save me some time because sometimes when I drip stuff on the ground I gotta sit there and get the water out and scrub it and stuff, so it's all about choice. Sometimes you can set up something like this, or sometimes you can just work directly, especially if it's grass and dirt, but in this case I thought I would cover it. Okay, so yeah, I just got these 3 windows here, and they just want it simple and cute, Halloween, no lettering, no specials. It'll be fun. I think I'm gonna do a Goofy Ghost today. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start by kind of doing a circle for his face, his head, and then I just bring it down like this and kind of swoop it back up like this, the motion line. And then I just fill it in, basically. Grab my ladder here. Like that. And I got it tilted back because it just creates a sense of motion and movement, like this middle part is being pulled forward. And his tail is kind of indicative of a motion line. It's sort of the Disney principle of follow through or animation. And then you can draw a line in it if you want, like you're searching lines, because this is where his head's gonna be. Now I'm gonna do a hat. I'm just gonna swing it about here like that. And then what I do with the hats to make a brim is I come up, I kind of come down more like in the middle right here. So I'm gonna go like this, then bring it back up. And you can trim all this too. I'm gonna give him a little, like a little derby. Okay, then you just come up here and you can trim this off, a little excess. Okay, now I'm gonna make big googly eyes here on him. I want him to actually intersect, kind of like Garfield the cat eyes. And I'm gonna give him a kind of a big long nose and some funny teeth, my usual character. And then I'm gonna have his tongue hanging out here like so. And then you can come back with your white and just take it on end and fill up all these little searching lines like so. All right. And I think I'm going to make him, I need to make him bigger because I want to add some arms. So I'm going to bring this down farther, like so. There. Maybe I won't make his mouth so big, so deep. So maybe I'll make his kind of like this. There. And then I'm going to trim his tail a little, like so. I think I'm going to change his mouth again. I want to make more room. More room for his arms, and also I'm going to do a little bow tie. So, and then have his arm out like he's waving. Maybe have him like with a thumbs up. And he's just going to have 3 fingers, basically Mickey Mouse hand. Maybe like have like gloves on him. Have his other arm at his side. Like so. Again, 3 fingers. Like that. And that's your Goofy Ghost. Well, while the first coat's drying on my Goofy Ghost, I came over here and laid out a pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern with a mouse coming out of it, and over here kind of a different looking scarecrow than my usual, but he's cool. I like him, and he's got a crow in his hand because they're buddies after all. So now I'll let those dry, and I'll come back here and go ahead and do the second coat of white on the ghost. Okay, I'm going to do the leaves again, like I did in the other video, and I just have sort of a brownish yellow ochre color. It doesn't have to be exactly this color, but you know, a medium value, you know, not too dark, not too light. And then you just come in and crisscross all over the place, and then have a couple appendages coming off like that to suggest leaves, like so. And I'm not going to bring it around the ghost because he's too low on the window, so I'm going to just leave that. Ah, look at that big fresh pile of brushes. Got to make sure you get all the water out of them though, because I've done that where you put the brush on the window and a big drip of water comes out. Anyway, I'm mixing up a brownish red for the leaves. This will be the darkest of the 3 colors, and I'm going to do a big leaf right here by the ghost. And I'm just going right on the window, no base coat white on this one. Okay, add a little bit of white and actually a little bit of blue, a little bit of orange to this, but I mean I wanted to lighten it up a little, this other color, and you can do wet on wet if you want or whatever, but this second color doesn't matter that much, just as long as it's darker and a different hue than the yellow. Then the third color is lighter than all 3, and you just go in and add some more stuff, mostly at the top, like so. And it breathes some life into it. But that's how you do the fall leaves. Next, I use my light teal color and go in and define everything. His eyes are blue, but his eyelids are white. I decided to do the magic in the light blue because it won't look like snow. I mean, it's still fine to do it in white too, but I think it's cool to do it in this blue. I just discovered this dark orange looks really awesome on this this dark red leaf color. So I'm going to come in here and do it up. God, that's pretty. And then I think I'm going to come in here and just add more colors. Not too much around the pumpkin because the pumpkins or the jack-o'-lantern's orange, but I just kind of go over just adds more to it. So we got 4 colors going on here. But isn't that pretty? That looks so pretty. Well, tonight's date night when I go out, but actually it was my son's birthday yesterday. He turned 32, my youngest son, Kaliki. And so my wife and I are going to take him along with us tonight and eat out with him too. So because of that, a lot of times on Thursdays I just drink juice. And then when it comes to tonight, I just pig out. I eat all the salt, oil, and sugar I like. Okay, I went ahead and painted in the bow tie purple. And took that same purple, made a little highlight under the eyelid, and then I highlighted the purple with a little of the teal color. And it's wet on wet, which is fine, or you can do it dry, either way. Okay, I got my lovely lime, my Halloween lime color, which I love, and I'm going to do his hat. Okay, so with my lime green 2-inch foam and this other dark green, I'm going to go ahead and do wet on wet. You can do it wet on dry or wet on wet, however you like to do it. And I'm just going to go right over it. And it'll create different colors within this cell. So when you do wet on wet, see, you can get this gradation of color, like so. It takes a little longer, but it looks cool. And I think I'll come in with a light green too. It came out pretty good. I thought I was going to have to use this to blend it, but it looks fine. So you could take this and just add some white and go in and do your highlight right then. Just kind of grab it like that. Sometimes I daub it so I get the white out of it and just go along the edge. But it looks pretty cool. And you can come back sometimes with the lighter green and blend it in, but this looks pretty good just like that. So sometimes some stuff is dry on dry and wet on wet, and you know, it all works. Like you could take a dark blue and do a wet on wet here too. I might do that actually. Okay, so I'm going to take this light blue, get that purple out of it because I highlighted the purple with it, and then I'm going to take this dark teal, and this is harder to do in the summer when the sun's shining a lot. You got to be really quick, but in the cooler months, in the fall and the winter, you can get away with this because paint doesn't dry as fast. So you can leave it like that. You know, it looks pretty good. Or if you got the time or the inclination, you can come in and just do this with the lighter brush right over the teal. And you can flip it over like that. It gives a little more blendery look to it. Okay, this guy's good to go. There's not a lot to him. I don't have to do any highlights on the white, so he's all done. And now I'm going to move over here. I got the leaves done. All the leaves are done. They're fast. So I'm just going to work on this guy, the crow, the mouse, and the jack-o'-lantern. And while I'm working on these, he'll dry really good. Then I'll come back and do the black. All right, I'm done with the job. It came out really good. I'm really happy with it. I had a lot of fun painting the scarecrow too, all the blending and stuff. Anyway, hey, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. It always makes it fun that I know I'm making a video for you guys and you guys appreciate it so much. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.